Good morning, children. Today we will start our third chapter, acids, bases and salts. Okay, just today we will rewind whatever we have studied regarding acids and bases in your lower classes. Now your chapter heading itself says it's a chapter mainly based on activities. Mostly there are activities in this chapter. Whenever I am starting your class, you please bring your textbooks, because I can't show you here, because activities cannot be done because we don't have acids and bases now. Okay, when you come to the school, in the school I will show you these activities. Okay, now here first, acid. Name any acids you have learned till now, children. Saying acid or a base. In the lab, I will give you so many things. Salt, something, so many liquids and something like a salt, all these things. And something like your naphthalene balls, small balls I will give you. And asked you to find out among all these substances which are acids and which are bases. Now, how to find out this? Now, for this, scientists have introduced litmus papers. What they have introduced? They have introduced a litmus paper. Now, what is the usage of this litmus paper? A litmus paper, here you will be seeing two types of litmus papers, a blue litmus and a red litmus. From your earlier old classes like 8th and 9th, we have studied always acids. To test whether the given substance is an acid or a base, always your blue litmus will be changing to red. You will be dipping. Suppose a solution of an acid is given, hydrochloric acid, let us assume. I have asked you to test that whether it is an acid or a base. What you will be doing? You will be taking the blue litmus paper, dipping it in the acid. Then, if it turns into red, we will say it is an acid. Okay? Always your acids will change blue litmus to red litmus. Okay? Now, base. If I give you, what is this, children? Name them. What does Na stands for? Sodium, OH, hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. If I dip my red litmus paper, turns to blue. What I said, there are two litmus papers, blue and red. If I dip blue litmus in an acidic solution, it changes into red. If I dip my red litmus paper into a basis like this, it changes into blue. This is the test to find out whether the given substance is an acid or a base. Okay? Now actually, not only this litmus paper, you can also use indicators. These are the new ones. Indicators are also there apart from the litmus papers to find out whether the given substance is an acid or a base. Here acids, whenever you take an acid, there will be sour in taste. Okay, like your lemon, sour in taste. What is the acid present inside your lemon? Citric acid. Okay. Today you find out in your home. So many things will be there. How many are acids and how many are bases? Like you find out in tomatoes, vinegar, lemons, onion. This all you find out and tell me, are there any acids or bases? Just name the acids. If you can find out, name the acids there. Okay? If there are bases, you name the bases. Not only in this, you can find out on the tablet. Whenever you take a tablet, on the tablet strip, there will be something. You read them. Okay? And find out. Now, when you are playing at home also, sometimes you have seen certain things like turmeric powder. If you add some amount of calcium, like sunnam add chesa, turmeric powder, what happens to that? It changes into red color. Okay? Not only that, you will be seeing so many things. You have seen red cabbages. By using red cabbage solution, also we can prepare the litmus papers. These litmus papers are prepared from lichen plant actually. Okay? Nothing but a dye. It's a color dye. Sometimes your hair gets white hair. Then people will be keeping dyes. Nothing but color. Okay? Lichen is a plant from which we will be getting out a litmus paper. We will be making the litmus paper. It's a dye extract. It's a plant lichen. Now, acids are sour in taste. Pullaga untayi acids. Okay? Bases are always soapy. When you touch a base, like your soap when you rub it on your hands, you will be getting a foam. All bases mostly are soapy to touch. Okay? How to test means whether it is an acid or a base by the usage of a litmus paper. Next, litmus paper always, for an acid it changes blue litmus to red. For a base, red litmus paper changes to blue. Okay? Now today we will see an activity here. If you have textbooks, open your textbook. You have activity. Page number 34, activity 1. Here onwards, you will be reading about indicators. Indicators. There are two types of indicators. Phenolphthalein. Another one is methyl orange. See, indicators. What does it means that? Say, if you are riding on a bike, if you want to move left, do you use a left indicator for the person to show at the back of you? Like that, here also indicators means not like a bulbs here. Here you will have indicators. There are two indicators, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Every time, not only using the litmus paper, you can also use these indicators to find whether it is an acid or a base. Okay? Now, how to test whether it is an acid or a base? Whenever you add acid, first take in a test tube, let us assume. In a test tube, we have taken HCl. Okay? Is HCl. I want to find out whether it is an acid or a base. First, what I am doing? I will add 2 or 3 drops of phenolphthalein. If I add phenolphthalein to HCl, colorless solution, there won't be any change in the color. Colorless or unchanged, you can write. Colorless solution. Next, another indicator is there. If I drop methyl orange, pinkish red color. Red color you will get, like a pinkish red. Okay? If I add methyl orange to HCl, I will get pinkish red color. By using this pinkish red color, we can decide whether it is an acid or a base. Okay? Now here there are two types of indicators to find out whether it is an acid or a base. It is phenolphthalein and methyl orange. There are two types of indicators to find out whether it is an acid or a base. Now in your textbook, take out page number 34, table 1. I will show you that. Look at first one, HCl. You are given there red litmus paper, blue litmus, phenolphthalein solution, methyl orange solution. Okay? First, in a test tube, we have taken HCl. Now we are dipping red litmus paper in this solution. Or in the activity, he is asking you to take all of them on a watch glass. Means like a plate will be there, that is called as a watch glass. Plate means not similar to our plate in the home. A glass like a structure, that is called as a watch glass. On the watch glasses, we are taking HCl, next H2SO4, different things we are taking, and we are testing it. First we are dipping red litmus paper, then we are dipping blue litmus paper. In each of these solutions we are doing by dipping the litmus papers first. Next we are adding indicators. Okay? Now look at that. In HCl watch glass, I have dipped the red litmus paper. I observe that there is no change in the color of the paper. Next, blue litmus paper. I observe that my blue litmus paper has changed to red. Now what can you conclude, students? When I have dipped my blue litmus paper, it has turned into red. What does it indicate? It's an acid. Okay? Next. In the HCl only, I have added 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein solution. I observed that there is no change in the color. Next, what I have taken, methyl orange. Again I have added methyl orange solution into HCl. What I have observed, pinkish red color is observed. Okay. Whenever a blue litmus turned into red, it is an acid. This is the test by using a litmus paper. By using the indicators, whenever you add methyl orange to an acid, it turns into pinkish red color. The solution will turn into pinkish red color solution. Then we can say the given substance is an acid. Okay, children. Only we have learned today litmus paper and the usage of the indicators. Okay. Whenever a blue litmus turns into red, it is an acid. Whenever a methyl orange is added to a substance, if it changes its color to pinkish red, it is an acid. Okay. Next you see H2SO4, HNO3, CH3COOH. See, all these names are given above. HCl is hydrochloric acid. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. HNO3 is nitric acid. CH3COOH is acetic acid. NaOH is sodium hydroxide. Okay. Magnesium hydroxide. KOH is potassium hydroxide. NH4OH is ammonium hydroxide. CaOH taken twice is calcium hydroxide. Okay. Now, in the next class, we will find out what happens to the bases. Okay, children. Thank you.